let's get started with the project management spreadsheet. Here we have the instructions in Portuguese and in English. So you have to click on each flag to see the instructions. Here we have the lead time goal. You have to type here the lead time that you want to achieve, for example, 20 days. In these columns, you must fill the sales data here. So, in the project number, you put the project number or the sales order. In the designer column, you put the designer name or the salesperson. In the client column, you type the name of the client. Approval date is the date that the project was approved. In these columns, you have the production information. Here you type the expected production start, here the expected ending date, here the real ending date. These informations you have to check with your production department. In this column, there is a formula that calculates the approval date until the real ending date. Here you type the expected date for delivery, which means the date that the client is expected to receive the product. Here you put the real date for delivery, which means the real date that the client received the product. These columns contain formulas that are automatically calculated. This one. So status 1 is if the order are finished or ongoing. This one, the status 2 is if the order are finished or if the order are ongoing, if it's delay or on time or today. Here we have the signals for each status 2, and here we have the total lead time. This total lead time will appear as red when the total lead time is greater than this one, and will appear in green when this lead time appear less than this one. Okay. Here we have the filters, so you can click here to see the ongoing orders, or only finished orders, or all orders. And the same way you can see the delay orders or on time orders or also today orders, and you can clear the filter. Clicking this arrow takes you to the dashboard. First of all, you have to click this button, Update, to update the data. Click OK. And after this, you can now analyze the data in a charts. You can select this button or this button to see the finished or ongoing orders. Okay, here you have the order status, the status 2. And here we have the days for an approval for each client and each order. And clicking here takes you to the order management. Now I will present the project management spreadsheet. This one. The purpose of this worksheet is to follow the project in detail. First of all, you have to unprotect the worksheet here. Unprotect, and you can type here the customer name, for example, Maria, order number, for example, here the project name, for example, the expected date you type here the expected date. And now you have to type the items here, and here you can change the name of each item. For example, here, and here you put the steps. For example, and step 2, step. You can type the descriptions and comments here, and you have to type the expected start date, for example here, and end date, the expected end date, for example here. So you have this bar here in red because the progress is not fulfilled. So you have to select the progress here, for example 70%, and this date is delayed, so it's delayed here, and this bar will be red. If it was 100%, the bar changed to done and became green. And here, for example, if I put here 6, the next bar, the next step will appear here after this one. Okay, so in this side you have the tasks, the steps, and on this side you have the Gantt graphic. Here you put the progress. Every time that the end date is in the past and this progress is less than 100%, this bar will appear in red and the status will be delayed. Okay, I will put here, and this one I will put as 50% and start here, and the end date will be okay, so it will appear as ongoing here because I am not delayed on this task here. Okay, and this way you have to fulfill all your worksheet here. Every step have to be typed here, and every item will be typed here, and these gray cells will appear, will have formulas, so you don't have to change this one because they have formulas. If you want to add another line, you have to select not here or here or here. I advise you to click always here and insert another line. So here you have another line, and you have to copy the formula to this one. Okay, so you have the formula here, and you can put the information here. For example, here. Okay, if doesn't appear here, you have to copy the cells and paste above here. I copy here and paste here, and you have the bar here if it doesn't appear automatically. Okay, And here you can put the general comments related to this project. And here in the project end date, you have the bigger date, the bigger end date that appear in this column here will appear here, and it will be this one in this case. Every time that this date is bigger than this one, the cell will be red, and every time that it's okay, for example here we have 2 January 2nd, will be appear on gray, so this is okay.